Anonymous says, does anyone at RLM like whiskey? Tonight I am drinking Nika. Nika Whiskey's Texturu Pure Malt. It's amazing and you should absolutely try it. Maybe I'll send you a bottle and some bubble gum for Rich.
And some bubble gum for Rich.
I've never seen anyone here drinking straight whiskey.
You might not be looking hard enough.
I've seen the Crystal Head vodka floating around.
I want to say Mike might have just been drinking that on Friday, just straight whiskey. Also, Josh is a huge fan of whiskey.
Gobbledygook says,
Yeah.
yes, Jack, Metroid the movie needs to be like Dread. Samus never removes the helmet. Make it cutting-edge, gender identity neutral in its reveal of the protagonist. What's Julia Sweeney doing?
What? Yeah, like as a fan, I would love that. Is do the classic Metroid of, keep her in the suit until the very end.
Just have her be a badass. You don't have to say she's a badass, but she's a woman. You don't need to do that.
Oh no, but I would want to do the reveal at the end,
you don't see her. You would do the whole movie with her completely concealed in that armor, especially if it's not all going to be just an action scene. If she's going to be like investigating the Metroids, you can't do that. You can't do that.
I know. First of all, I know, but a little bit of me would want it.
Yeah.
Because that's so iconic, and then at the end, she defeats the space pirates. She defeats the final Metroid. Just does the classic take off the helmet, blonde hair blowing in the breeze, right?
Yeah.
That's so iconic.
Rich had worked in Dread. Dread has a story that's all basically one action scene, and there's a difference between a police helmet and a full clunky suit of armor.
And if we're not doing the gender reveal, then you also couldn't have her talk during the movie, and Dread talks during the movie.
It's like everyone knows Samus is a woman now.
Exactly.
I know when I was 7, and at the end of the game you find out she's a chick. That's a shocker.
So here's
but that was 30 years ago.
Here's the compromise, Rich.
Yeah.
The first 10 minutes, keep her in the suit.
Okay.
Like that opening action scene, she's in the suit. And it's mind-blowing and it's epic, right? That the opening action sequence, then have her take off the helmet. And so we can still get that iconic moment.
Aren't we as a society beyond the point where that would be a big deal? Like, she's a woman!
Well, it's not that it's a big deal. It's just iconic imagery.
Okay.
Like, it's not about it being a big deal. It's about, like, that was a big deal and it's really pretty imagery. So whether we're over that as a society is not a question that I can answer. Oh, no, it didn't hit it. It didn't hit him with the right blast. But, like I said, imagery. That's the important part. So that we do that as the opening action sequence, and that's how we get around that. Nope. Fuck. No, fuck. I need to trust that first jump, and I'm not trusting that first jump.
I don't know if I said it. That was Gobbledygooks who said that last tip.
Okay.
I think I might have forgot to read the name. Just
Oh.
in case I didn't. That was Gobbledygooks. Thank you. El Bozo Grande says, did you know that Ben Yahtzee Croshaw wants to collaborate with you? If so, recommendation for Rich, check out Fallout Tactics. It's old, but a great turn-based RPG. LOL, pack my jack. I don't know what we would do with a Yahtzee. I like Yahtzee.
Oh, yeah, like Yahtzee. I know I finally got around to watching. A couple people recommended that I check out his take on Sonic. What was the new Sonic game?
Mania.
Sonic Mania, because he spent most of the review agreeing with many of Rich and I's points on the old Sonic game. And as someone who's gotten a lot of shit for their opinions on the old Sonic games, it was really nice to hear someone agree with me. I'll tell you that. That was really nice. Here's why I'm skeptical about him wanting to collaborate. He knows how to get a hold of us. It's not like our email or Twitter or website is private information. So, you know, I'm sure in his head that comment was, oh yeah, I wouldn't mind, you know, chatting with those guys or whatever. But as far as him wanting to collaborate, you know, there's a big difference between like saying, oh yeah, those guys are fine.
Oh,
I can
right,
work with
right.
them, and actually doing something because, you know, he knows how to do that. He's an adult. And is he still in Australia?
Probably.
Because, you know, that adds a whole lot of logistical problems.
Yeah.
So,
What kind of videos does Yahtzee make? Video game reviews.
short,
0 punctuation.
short form video game reviews, specifically.
Kind of the guy, edits it so he's making his points quickly
Yeah.
and comically.
Oh yeah.
Yahtzee's pretty fun.
Yeah, I used to watch him all the time. I don't anymore just because, and Rich and I have talked about this, you know, it's hard to watch other reviews when you also make reviews because you don't want their opinions to bleed into your ideas and yada, yada, yada.
Yahtzee is incredibly introverted, though. See, so am I. So I could see a collaboration being Yahtzee if he's introverted, and I am too, just sitting there quietly.
Well, that's where I come in. I'll be the go-between because I don't give no fucks about nothing. I'll talk to anybody. Yeah. No, so obviously, like, we're open. And our email is not a surprise. Fuck you.
Anonymous, will you buddies play the South Park Fractured But Whole game?
No. How about that? No.
Okay. More co-op, damn it, buddy. Maybe bring the Canadians for Forval Wrestling? I don't know what Forval Wrestling is.
No, neither do I.
Oh, for all? For versus all? I don't know. Whatever. Also, it's FVALL Wrestling, which I've not heard of or not sure what that's referencing.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. There's a new wrestling game that looks a lot like an NES wrestling game.
Oh, okay. Is that going to name? Oh, Free for All?
Free. That might be it. Unless they're just talking about an old wrestling game. But
Okay.
Wait, where did it tell me it wanted me to go?
Also, Rich Edlund last saw in a live sequel movie? Probably not. Jim Doc says, Rich, with keyboard and mouse support coming to Xbox One, will you Halo then? Anything else you want to play without having to use a gamepad? I don't know. See how good and how universal their keyboard and mouse support is. Everyone always says, since the Xbox One, people have said, oh yeah, no, they're going to give it mouse and keyboard. They're going to, no, that's coming. It's one of the updates. And it's never happened. It's never happened. So I'm skeptical. They will never do it. And they will certainly never, even if they did it, they would never make it universal because they don't want a bunch of people whining because they're getting their ass kicked in the multiplayer all of a sudden with a controller. What happened? Everyone's cheating. They're using that mouse and keyboard. They're cheating because they're using the right tools for the job. Wow. Cheating. The controller's better, but it's cheating when people use keyboard and mouse because they beat me. So it'll never happen.
You.
As in 1984 says, hey guys, love the stream. Bought Metroid on Friday, but haven't played it yet because of last Sunday's stream of Stardew Valley. Picked it up after months of not playing, and I'm addicted again. Thanks, Reg.
Stardew Valley?
Yeah.
I can see that. That's you know what? That's a grower right there. That's a grower.
Rich, it's only the right tool if you know how to use it properly. Well, sure, that doesn't mean you... The tool is only useful if you know how to use it properly. That's true, but I still don't want to use a hammer to open up my iPhone. I'm not using a screwdriver to pound in nails. There's the right tool for the right job. And a keyboard and mouse is just a better tool for aiming. I mean, you can kind of... I suppose you could make yourself, like, turn the screwdriver around and use, like, the blunt part to kind of get that nail in. It's still not going to be as good as a hammer. Chat's saying you look miserable. Are you miserable?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just really into it. So you know, I'm sorry that I'm not engaging as much as I normally do.
Right.
These are games that I really enjoy, and this is a very enjoyable Metroid game.
I understand.
If you like, classic Super Metroid, this is where it's at, man. This is where it's at. So I know I'm just super into the game. So sorry if I look miserable or if I'm acting unusually quiet. I'm just super into Metroid. And that was my concentration face. You saw my concentration face. Hoip. Okay. So where were we? What's going on? What's happening? Keyboard.
Wait, we're done.
Mice
We're
are better than controllers.
You're gonna repeat the same things. People are gonna get salty, and they're gonna say I hate everything. Well, they ask me questions. They already know damn well how I feel about them.
Uh-huh.
I'm in a good mood, so I'm gonna move on.
Yeah.
Ivan Lee says, hey, recently I was playing the Crash Bandicoot Remake trilogy and have been enjoying it. I like linear platformers. How do you guys feel about Crash and game remakes? Thanks for the stream. Oh, I don't mind game remakes at all. Like, I'm a fan of Ninja Gaiden, but I will play Ninja Gaiden Sigma before I play the original, Xbox versions of the game.
Okay.
It's updated. It looks better. It plays basically the same. It's fine.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I have nothing against remakes. They're fine. And, I like Crash. It's not one of my favorite games ever, but I like the Crash games.
Oh, I don't.
Crash Bandicoot?
I've never much cared for the Crash Bandicoot games.
In an era where people thought 3D platforming had to move into exploration, and the Mario formula got treaded out so many times it made you sick.
Okay.
Not that Mario 64 was a bad game. I'm just saying there was a time when every game felt like Mario 64.
Oh, yeah.
Anything that wanted to be a platformer. And yet, Crash managed to make a 3D platformer that actually felt like platforming. You can disagree, and that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I'm fond of Crash Bandicoot. Like, Mario 64 had to almost completely change its genre. It was the jumping challenges became the exploration challenges. And that's a fine thing. It was a fine game. I'm not saying it's a bad game.
Yeah.
I'm just saying Crash Bandicoot in 3D still, in some ways, played like an old-school platformer where the challenges was doing the tough jumping things.
Sure. I never much cared for the presentation. Running toward camera always felt really awkward to me, and Again, it was one of those things that was more about memorization than it was skill.
Now, the ads for Crash Bandicoot at the time it came out were kind of obnoxious. Yeah, we're better than Mario. Fuck you, Mario. That obnoxious guy in the suit. That doesn't reflect on the game, though.
Right.
Which I enjoy.
Fuck you, Mario.
That's essentially what Crash Bandicoot ads were.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mario. Just a plumber. Yeah, I'm a jackass in a suit. Nintendo had just as many obnoxious dick-waving ads. I'm not going to flat out say you were wrong, but I cannot think of, off the top of my head, that I know of, any Nintendo ads that took a direct shot at a competitor. Like naming names, direct shot. Is there any kind of Nintendo ad that says Sonic the Hedgehog is stupid pants?
No, so like,
By name.
The direct comparison would be like Genesis do what Nintendo don't, right?
But that's Sega, not Nintendo.
That's what I'm saying. That's that's them directly calling out Nintendo.
Yes. Has Nintendo ever done that? I'm not saying they haven't.
Right.
I can't think of an example, though. Smash Brothers. What did a Smash Brothers ad do? Let's pretend I'm not terribly familiar with everything ever related to Smash Brothers.
The early Smash Brothers ad was the Nintendo characters fighting each other.
Yeah.
It was like
because they were advertising a Nintendo fighting game.
And it was like an adorable Pikachu, like a big stuffed Pikachu over like a costume, and a stuffed Mario, and then they started punching each other. I mean, there could be an ad where they did something, but not to my memory.
Did someone in a Mario costume ever get on a camera in a commercial and say Sonic the Hedgehog is gay?
You know, I just don't remember that
Sonic's so gay. I'm where it's at, yo. Because that's kind of what the Crash Bandicoot ads were.
I'm so dumb to get around this puzzle. Oh, I figured it out. Oh, I'm the dumbest. I'm sorry. It took me so long to figure out how to get through that. Ooh, what's that?
Sure, people will send us some fine links of some commercials I'm unaware of, and that's fine. Like I said, I'm not saying it has never happened. All right, moving on.
Moving on.
Somebody's sending a link to something, but we're in the middle of a stream. I can't check it out now. Tweet it at Jack or something, then he can send me the link. This is a bad time to start watching that now.
Tweet it at Jack. I don't know.
They're saying there's an ad where a Nintendo ad where Sony and Sega kidnap Mario.
All right. No.
But like I said, this is something I am completely unfamiliar with.
Yeah.
So, moving on. Foamy says,
No.
"Hey guys, I've been a long-time fan." What? No.
I'm figuring.
I thought you were familiar with the name and I'm pronouncing it wrong. Or something.
No, it's Naomi. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. In regards to Metroid movie, the movie could have a guy on the comp subplot that's interwoven into Samus action plot. The story gets an interesting angle with action. Guy on the you mean like she's talking to somebody, like via like radio, like a handler. She's a solitary badass.
Yeah.
She doesn't need somebody telling her what to do or where to go.
There's let's say, you know, we're the writers and the studio insists that she has someone to talk to.
Yeah.
How about a computer voice, like her ship,
Yeah.
like an AI.
Yeah.
Not someone who is her handler or boss, but like just someone that she bounces ideas off of.
Okay.
Like a Jarvis. How about that? And then that's someone that can go with her. It's in her helmet. Maybe that could be a like a character subplot, is how lonely she is.
Samus is a badass.
Yeah.
And she is in control.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Fuck. Stop it.
I guess that might sound a little bit too much like something that happened in Metroid Other M or something. People are saying, no, Adam, again.
Yeah. Oh, right. That was a big problem in Metroid Other M.
I've never played it.
Oh God, it sucks.
I heard I heard they did a lot to hurt Samus as a character.
Yes, they did. The big joke is usually in a Metroid game, you find the power up and then you can use the power up.
Yeah.
In Metroid Other M, she has all the power ups and won't until Adam gives her the order that she can.
I heard about that.
And so there is literally a point where she can like die in acid, and she has acid armor.
Yeah, not fond of that.
No, it's dumb. Oh, stop it. Okay, so the reason that this little platforming puzzle is taking so long is when you're hanging off of a ledge, if I just press up now, I will turn into a ball and go into this little crevice. And so I need to press this way, then go to this wall and not press up, but press that way. But, you know, like this joypad thing that I'm using, it's not the most precise thing in the world, so...
How about instead of an AI partner, if you need Samus to talk to anybody, she has in tow with her one of the scientists who worked at the Metroid facility that got robbed. Only they're kind of traumatized, and she's having trouble getting information out of her. And she's trying to get her to open up to her. A character like that.
That's a little too Aliens.
I don't mind ripping off Aliens a bit.
Okay, that's fair. No, and you know what? That's fair.
I don't mind.
I get, like, I think that would be a really tough line to ride because it's obviously so influenced stylistically by Aliens. If you just start turning it into Aliens,
I would make it a girl too. That way you don't have anybody bitching about the Bechdel test.
Oh,
and Samus does not need a love interest.
no, Samus is not.
Yeah, and then you sidestep that completely. Yeah. Well, as you can claim that Samus is a lesbian. Yeah.
There's no winning, Rich.
There's no winning.
There's never any winning. What is that?
Samus needs a love interest about as much as Judge Dredd does.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that like, you know, we'd be taking cues from Dredd. We'd be taking cues from Mad Max. We'd be taking...
Dredd did flop. I love Dredd. I'm just pointing out it did flop.
You know, I think that was the fault of advertising.
Okay.
I think that movie was not advertised properly.
I got to play devil's advocate, Jack.
No, and I hear you, and I get that. But, like, Dredd, Fury Road, Aliens / Aliens. Like, mush those together, and you got the makings. And you got the motherfucking makings, man.
Rich finally saw Dredd a while ago now. Year ago? More than a year ago, maybe. I've finally seen Dredd.
And we are all very excited.
Would you do the morph ball thing much in a Samus movie?
Morph Ball's kind of silly.
Yes, it is. It's iconic. It's what you know. Doom had to have a first-person sequence.
Oh, God. The Doom first-person sequence. Do you do the Morph Ball?
I wouldn't. I just wouldn't.
I would try not to.
Uh-huh.
I would try not to. I agree with you. I would try not to. How about this? Here's my way to have our cake and eat it too. The Morph Ball isn't Samus.
Okay.
It's a little scouting drone she has.
Somebody in the chat saying the same thing.
Chat!
You know what? I think that's probably the best possible outcome
Yep.
of having Morph Ball in a movie.
She'll take a couple pieces of armor off and roll it, and it'll be a little scouting drone. Whoever said that in chat, you and me. You and me. This is where we are. Boom.
Maybe they're just smaller. Maybe they're like handheld size.
Yeah.
Takes it and rolls it and goes.
And then you get a little helmet view.
Yeah. She can control it directly from her helmet.
Yeah.
Her visor sees what the ball is seeing.
Yep.
Done.
You're welcome, everybody. We figured it out for you. Yeah.
Poke Alex in the eye says...
That gives her something to talk to. Well, that could be the AI, too. Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
It's okay, it's fine. Poke Alex in the eye says, I can see it. Samus plants a bomb, rolls into a ball, ejects through a tube just before the ship explodes. She stands over the bizarre alien landscape, pulls off her helmet, and it's Leslie Jones. I don't know why that's supposed to be funny. It's like a bad joke.
I mean, it's just like...
Ha, Leslie Jones is Samus.
In Ghostbusters. Yeah.
You know, Leslie Jones was the best part of Ghostbusters, right?
You know, Leslie Jones is a genuinely funny actress. I understand, like, it's just a joke on bad casting, but, you know.
Right. Blue Prism says, hey, Rich, do a flip. No, I would kill myself.
Do a flip?
So this said. Gobbledygook says, Metroid the movie. Just Samus and Metroids. No characters, just scene after scene of face-melting, psychedelic, cutting-edge special effects of crazy monster fight after monster fight. Fuck movies. That'd be terrible, and you know it.
Of course that'd be terrible. Of course that would be terrible.
I mean, even Fury Road, the movie that's just a long car chase, had a lot of character stuff going on during the car chase.
I mean, it was happening during a car chase, during literally a 2-hour-long car chase.
God, that movie's brilliant.
It's the best fucking movie. It's just the best fucking movie ever, Rich.
Scarlett Johansson as Samus. Thoughts? Good casting.
I mean...
Good casting.
Not the worst idea.
Really good casting.
Yeah.
And we're done. It's Scarlett Johansson, even though she's in everything. Still, it's good casting.
Yeah, and you would just need a director who'd be able to kind of balance the story and the action, you know. But yeah, Scarlett Johansson's good.
Someone in the chat is saying played out. And that might be the only problem with it. Otherwise, I think it's actually a really good casting decision.
Yeah, she's a fine actress. She can handle action. Yeah.
Prefer someone more spunky, but that's just me. Not for Samus. You don't want spunky.
Spunky?
Badass. Tough. Samus is a badass.
Samus is Dread. She is a space bounty hunter. She is a silent space bounty hunter.
Charlize Theron, also not bad.
Yeah, not bad. Did you see Atomic Blonde?
No,
I didn't either. It's supposed to be very
okay. Well, why'd you bring this up?
Because it's Charlize Theron as a badass woman, and so it's like. Is Charlize Theron where, you know, like her big character defining role is just she's a giant badass?
Claudia Black.
Who that?
Farscape. This is going to be terrible of me to say. terrible. Good casting?
Yeah.
She's too old. She's too old. If this were 2000,
Yeah.
Farscape were still fresh on TV, good casting.
Okay.
No? Is she too old?
How old is she?
Does Samus need to be a younger girl?
No, not.
Does she?
No. Samus doesn't need to be a young girl, but she can't be like over 50. There's like Samus. I think could be anywhere from 20s to maybe mid to late 30s, even 40. Like if you're a young 40, depends on how you play her, but 20s, late 30s.
Plus, you gotta plan in like 10 years for about 3 or 4 sequels.
Oh, of course. This is franchise all the way to hell already.
So, I for the record, I have not seen what Claudia Black looks like these days. I'm making some assumptions here that might be wrong. She could still be totally hot. I don't know. I don't know if she was totally hot back in Farscape. She was just a really good character. She wasn't the hot one.
Which one is she in Farscape?
The, Aaron Sun, the former peacekeeper, the tough as nails soldier chick, would be the one they are suggesting to play Samus, and not the earthy blue one who meditated.
Listen,
or the slutty one. You didn't get as far. You didn't get to the slutty one.
No, I didn't get to the.
There's
slutty
a space slut that joins the crew.
But now that you remind me who she is, yes, that would be good casting back in the day.
She's very open about being a space slut, though. It does not bother her.
Which one?
She's Chiana.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you got anywhere near that far.
Probably not. She's very open about being a space slut.
Don't slut shame. I'm not saying there's any shame to it.
In fact, I think Rich meant it as a positive. So
She's just open sexually, Chiana.
don't put your Puritan views on Rich, you know?
She's a fine character, even. She wouldn't... That character type would not be my choice for Samus, though. I'm just saying it's obvious which one Claudia Black would be if we're talking about casting Samus. How about Rebecca Ferguson from the last Mission Impossible movie? I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
How about a younger Kate Mulgrew?
No.
Too much of a leader and less of a...
She's not
an independent.
She's the thinking lady. She's not the badass. Like she'd be the one to send Samus on. She'd be the general to send Samus on the mission.
Perfect to play a captain. It's just a shame that show was written so poorly.
Oh, I know. I mean,
such a shame that show was written poorly. Voyager.
Yep.
Kate Mulgrew was Captain Janeway. For anybody who doesn't know. And Voyager was written very poorly. I do not blame the cast at all.
No.
For the way they were written.
The writers and producers of Star Trek Voyager wasted the talent of a fine actress. Just wasted it.
Like Harry Kim, I'm something Wang, I forget his name. On the show?
Yeah.
Like, the lamest non-character ever. I saw him at a Star Trek convention once. Funny guy, good personality.
Mm-hmm.
They just had him playing a boring shitwad because the writers were awful.
Ugh.
Garrett Wang, thank you, Chad. Told some good stories, was entertaining. On the show, written like a personality void.
Yeah. No. Personality void. I like that. I like that description.
The producers hated Garrett Wang so much they wouldn't let him direct an episode.
Oh. What a bunch of dickheads.
Aw. Neelix had personality, and it wasn't a good thing. Well, he had the wrong personality.
Yeah.
He should not have been written as the comic relief. Kind of like it looked like the direction they were going to take him with in the pilot. He should have been the streetwise one that they couldn't fully trust. But they kind of needed him.
He was the lovable Ferengi. Like, that's how he started. I know a guy. We will go over there.
He could double cross them in a moment.
Yep.
If it would have served his own ends.
Of course.
Nope, he's just the boob.
Yeah. Shit.
Lightbeat says, simple answer for Metroid media. Just do a Netflix anime-style Metroid thing like Castlevania anime thing on Netflix. Perfect format for it. I think live action could work.
I get that's
Just the whole thing isn't wandering around the labyrinth. You have to have what happens before you get to the labyrinth.
what I'm gonna say is not, having it be like an action anime. Not a bad idea.
Okay.
Not a bad idea.
I'm not saying an action anime wouldn't work. I'm just saying I think you could pull off Metroid live action and have it really work.
No doubt, live action Metroid could 100% work. Hundo Procento. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Gobbledygook says, Metroid the movie. No dialogue, no actors. Helmet reveal at end scene is behind shoulder, no face.
Yes, convince any actress to do that movie now.
Visually narrative adventure created entirely by CG AI.
Yes. Make a movie through artificial intelligence. I love it.
Or do the Captain N Mother Brain. Cast Tyler Perry.
Oh.
Do you remember Mother Brain and Captain N?
Oh, yeah, she was like a sass-talking old lady.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm assuming that came out after Little Shop of Horrors, the 80s version.
Yep.
Because it's basically, Mother Brain in Captain N is essentially Audrey 2.
That's right.
A sassy black man who can't move and is large. They're the same character.
There we go. Shing.
Dr. Lewitup says, Hi, Rich and Jack.
Hello.
I've been playing Donkey Kong Country at least once a year since its release 20-odd years ago. What classic game do you frequently go back to? Thanks for all the hours of fun. Doom. Though it's always on like the source port. It's not like the classic vanilla Doom, but
Doom. You know.
it's Doom. It's the one I end up going back to most often.
I don't know if I go back to classic games.
Master of Orion 2, though. Because that I do play the vanilla version.
Oh, okay. I mean, I suppose every once in a while I'll just boot up like a SNES game and, you know, like with my kids, but there's nothing that I just go back to because I feel like I have to.
Want to. What about just want to?
I've been playing a lot of Team Fortress 2. That I don't know if it's a classic game. I mean, it is, but, you know, not in the same way as y'all's been talking about.
I wouldn't mind firing up the original Mech Warrior again, but I haven't found a version of that game that could run on any kind of modern computer in years.
Well, that was dumb.
I'm not good enough at the DOS box to get that thing to run. DOS box is a DOS emulator for modern computers. I don't explain enough of what I say sometimes. It's a trend I need to combat.
You know, that's fair, Rich.
I just say that out of the blue, and I'm gonna watch it later, and I'm like, why didn't I explain what DOS box was?
There's probably some
I
people
just
who
said
don't.
DOS box, and everyone's like, what's DOS?
Some people don't know what a DOS box
I like
is.
Halo. What's DOS?
You see, I mean, listen. Sometimes like you don't need to make fun of Halo fans just for like not knowing what DOS is. Like, you know, you can like. There's perfectly good reasons to make fun of Halo fans.
Halo's the best game ever.
Son of a bitch. Wait, no. Whoa. No, go back.
So that's what's going on. It looks like you're in the same fucking hallways you were when the stream started.
That's fair. There's this thing.
Uh-huh.
And I thought it was like a super prize, but I ran into it last time and it killed me.
Okay.
So it is not a super prize!
Alright, so the gimmick here is you're going to have to be running from body of water to body of water. There's water somewhere up ahead. Probably right under you. Bomb and fall. You're probably too weak to begin with.
Damn it.
I'll bet you there's water under there.
It's a fair bet. It's a fair bet.
Is this just a prettier version of Super Metroid?
Not Super Metroid.
Yeah, technically this is a... Oh, well, you got to explain it. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It's a prettier version of Metroid 2 Samus Returns for the Game Boy.
Not the Game Boy Advance. Not the Game Boy Color.
Nope.
The Game Boy.
The original, the official sequel to the NES Metroid game came out for the Game Boy. I'm going to go see what's over here first.
Someone in the chat saying not prettier. Yeah, sometimes 2D games done in 3D graphics tend to look ugly. This might be one of them. The way all those things you're standing on look is just blocky and awful.
You know, maybe. I like how Samus looks. I'm down with how Samus looks.
You never read my tip. Said you were going to go back to it later, but going to bed soon. Much love. I've no idea what you're talking about because you're anonymous. And I don't remember at any point tonight saying I was going to go back and read something. Unless you're the shotgun guy, at which point we kind of understand what you said, and we had Jack say the thing, so I'm not sure what you're complaining about. Graphics are fine for portable gaming. That may well be. This would probably look better, though, with some really, like, nice 2D sprite animation. I don't know. I'm just saying. You're just saying a lot, Rich. I'll take pretty well done sprites over kind of blah 3D in my side scrollers.
Sure.
I'll take Mega Man X1 through when do they stop doing 2D? Like 4 or 5 over like Mega Man powered up.
Nope.
Metroid with Metal Slug pixel art. That'd be pretty sweet.
Ooh, that would be really sweet. I'm sure someone has a animated GIF of that somewhere on the internet.
How does Jack like the game? Does it feel too repetitive?
So far, no. Obviously, we're only 3 hours into it. I would actually really enjoy. So the premise here is, instead of boss battles, we have all of these little mini boss battles, and that's what moves us on to new areas. And I'd actually just kind of like a boss battle at this point. Like, that would break it up a little bit. But so far it's a Metroid game. It's exactly kind of what I expect. Can I not go through there now? There we go.
It's also a remake of a 30-year-old game.
Right. But I really like this whole this thing right here, that counter and shoot little system. That's really neat, and it feels very good when I can actually do it. So there's a lot I like about it.
Chat's asking us how we feel about Castlevania. I love the first one, the linear one. Love that one to death. And then they kind of lost me with the second one, and I never really came back to the series because I'm an old man and I was playing when it originally came out.
And I remember playing the older ones and not liking them because they were hard as balls.
Uh-huh.
Or the first one, at least.
Yeah.
Second one, too, I guess. I don't even know if I actually ever got around to the second one. I did remember really enjoying Symphony of the Night.
Okay.
That's when they took a little more Metroid.
Was that 3 or 4 or?
No, that was the one they made for the DS.
Okay. See, I probably wouldn't care for it that much. I don't like some of the labyrinthy Metroid-y kind of stuff so much.
Not worth it. Missile tank, I guess.
I don't like being lost.
Yeah.
And I know people love that about Metroid. Once again, I'm not saying what you should or shouldn't like. We're talking about how I feel about this or that.
Right.
Rich just hates backtracking. I hate wandering around aimlessly. A lot of times in Metroid, I don't have any idea what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. I'm just kind of lost.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's kind of what I like about it.
Yeah. I know Karen likes that about Metroid.
Yeah. You just kind of keep moving, and then you find shit, that you weren't able to find before. Yeah, that's what I kind of dig about it. But I think I'm really liking a lot of the action in this. These enemies, which we've been dealing with for the past 3 hours, getting a little on my nerves because we're seeing a whole lot of them. But it is what it is.
Nam said, you said you had just talked about it, and we're going to go out of order with tips.
Oh, that's what you made an XCOM.
Well, I'm pretty sure I went back to read the things that I missed. I will double check. Crash Bandicoot, talked about that. That's from an anonymous. We talked about the South Park game, which I haven't played, Jack hasn't played.
And I'm not interested in the South Park game at all.
There's another anonymous question about whiskey.
Okay. Yeah, we talked about that. Josh likes whiskey. Whiskey is something that people around here drink ever so often.
Yeah, I'm not seeing a comment from another anonymous that we did not address.
It's possible your tip might not have gone through.
All right, I asked what Jack thought about the game so far. We read that one. You might not have been around. I did ask about that. I did ask Jack. And which other Nintendo franchises you thought should be revived soon? Ice Climber? Ice Climber.
That's what we need. We need the remake of Ice Climber. I'm with Rich, 100%. Hundo Presento.
Like, at what point does something need a remake?
Never, man. Never. Nothing ever needs a remake. It's like, it's always a pleasant surprise when they're not shit.
Punch-Out? Okay. Yeah, I'll say Punch-Out.
Needed a remake?
I think they can make a ton more Punch-Out games. I'll be fine. I love Punch-Out. It's been a number of years since the last one came out. So I'll say, yeah, Punch-Out. We're overdue for Punch-Out. Punch-Out already got a remake, and it needs another one. I love Punch-Out. Even for a response from Rich, that was cold. What was cold? I didn't say it was a terrible question. I just didn't have an answer available at the top of my head. And I eventually thought of something that, yes, I would like a remake of.
Deal with it. Deal with it! Deal with it.
X-Wing does need a remake, totally. Nah, they just fuck it up and simplify it. It would play like Rogue Squadron. You have to control a throttle. Turn faster when you go slower. I'm gonna fly around and shoot the things. Basically, I would not trust them to remake X-Wing or TIE Fighter and not dumb it down.
Yeah. That's fair.
Does anyone still use a joystick for gaming? Well, if you're hardcore into flight sims, you probably still have a joystick that works in some kind of older flight simulators. The question is, when was the last... I don't keep track of these things, no matter when one, like this month. How often do they release flight simulators these days?
Yeah, often? I mean, there's so many games out every fucking day, Rich. How can anyone possibly keep track?
Elite Dangerous? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, Elite Dangerous. It was a few years ago now, though. And I presume it would work just fine with a flight stick.
Play a little Sky Rogue with a flight stick?
Yeah. Totally.
Damn it. Damn it.
Elite Dangerous works fine with the controllers. Yeah, but here's the thing. With a flight sim, you want the immersive experience. So you would probably choose to play with a flight stick for that reason. And I am almost sure there are people who play that game with a flight stick for that reason. Okay, we have an accidental tip. Is there a refund possibility? It was not meant to be that much.
Ooh, yes.
Okay.
I could see that mistake happening.
Is there a way to undo that?
Simply, yes.
Okay.
At this exact moment.
No, not at this we're kind of in the middle of something, but
I see that accidental tip, and that is clearly.
and we're not money grubbing assholes. We're
No.
not gonna say fuck you.
No. Let's see here.
I scrolled that back up. So
Hold on.
I didn't know you were gonna look at it right now.
Oh yeah, let me just Are they in chat still?
Yeah. We can. I'm sure we can do something.
Was that? And I assume that was meant to be a $2 tip.
Well, we can presume that.
Okay. Or they can take it. Yeah, hold on for a second, Fulmy. I might be able to take care of it right now. How about that?
Okay. For their peace of mind.
Here's the question, Fulmy. Do you want me to refund you $200, or do you want me to refund you $198?
Just refund them the 200. We'll tip them $2 for the panic they have gone through these last few minutes or however long it's been since they noticed. They're saying 198 is fine. But if the only way you can do it is the full amount, just do the full amount. If that's the easiest way to do it.
Yep. Okay. I just opened my PayPal app and I see it. It does say payment received. Give me one moment here.
Refund the whole thing. This could cause a problem with your PayPal. Yeah, just refund the whole thing.
Yeah. I'm just looking for an email address.
You know, Rich, if this weren't for real, this would be a wonderful way to abruptly end the stream. Not that cruel. I'm not that cruel.
Can we refund? No, okay, see you later.
Somebody who might need that money for like car payment or rent is freaking out.
Yes, no.
And that's got to be horrible. At that point, it's not funny.
No. And of course. Give me. You know what? We will. What? What was that? What was that? All right, hold on. Where are you? Hold on. Fulmy, give me 1 second here. Boom. Oh, there you are. Fulmy, I'm going to send you a whisper. I just sent you a whisper, which is like a private message on Twitch, Fulmy. So we're gonna just wait. I want to take care of this now to make sure because I will forget. Here's the thing. I will absolutely I'll go home and just la da 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 da, and then you'll write angry emails going, the prereq guys ripped me off.
While you're doing this. Not that they're not horribly embarrassed already. I'm gonna try and move on and see if that works while you're quietly doing this. Okay, where we go? We're gonna leave. Where did I leave off? Gobbledygook says, today marks the 35th anniversary of the cinematic release of E.T. the Extraterrestrial in Cinemark theaters. Ironically, Stephen King's It has the same basic premise of E.T. minus the John Williams score. What?
I'm sorry, read that again?
Not sure if that works as a joke, that it has the same basic premise.
As E.T.?
Yeah. No? They're 80s kids in the reboot of it, right?
Oh.
You got 80s kids running around, but so did Stranger Things, and I wouldn't call that an E.T. ripoff.
I think what they're going for here is A magical friend visits small children and they learn a lesson about growing up.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Friends think Stranger Things is an ET ripoff. Plot-wise, no. With the bikes,
Well-
arguably, there's some influence.
Well, not ripoff. It's homage. Homaging.
And I haven't seen the new It. I'm going to assume then that they do a lot of riding around on bikes, maybe?
That's just an 80s
See, I haven't
thing
seen
also.
it. Karen wants to see it, so I'll probably end up seeing it.
It?
Not that yeah, she wants to see
Yeah,
it.
you know, why not? It's the thing the kids are talking about. I asked Lisa if she wanted to see it. Any interest? She's like, fuck no. Fuck no, man. Give me a second here. Just waiting for some confirmation on something that is not important.
Did I get a chance to watch the Orville?
Did you?
Yeah.
You want to talk about the Orville? Because I could talk about the Orville.
I mean, I'm going to give the show a chance. Pilot episodes don't always have a track record of being the best.
That's true.
And the pilot episode of the Orville
Yeah.
is kind of bad.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad. The jokes all fall flat.
Except for one. Except for exactly one joke. Every single gag falls right on its face.
And I know in a pilot you have to dedicate a lot. Here's this character, here's that character. But like when they got to the plot itself,
Yeah.
we're going to run around and shoot the gun while running. That was the solution to the problems.
Okay, Orville spoilers.
If
Orville spoilers.
I don't care about
coming up.
Orville spoilers, especially for that kind of bad, but I'm gonna give it a chance. Pilot episode. You introduce the captain who nobody really believes in.
Yep.
Doesn't he kind of have to do something interesting and useful in the end? Like, aha, he can do it after. He doesn't do anything.
True. What he does
jack all to really resolve the situation.
What he does is learns how to trust the people around him, which is a bullshit thing that I just made up right this very moment.
I will say that the basic premise, I like the ex-wife.
Okay.
I like her. She's a fun character.
Okay.
I like that she feels remorse for what she did.
Mm-hmm.
She's not just a horrible person, you know?
Yeah.
That's neat. Them forced to work together in a setting, like, that could work. But it doesn't work because Seth MacFarlane.
Oh, Seth MacFarlane is horrible.
He is not an everyman. And he apparently thinks he is.
Also, he's a terrible actor.
If he's going to be someone on this show,
Yeah.
he should have been the drunken helmsman.
Yes. That's a great idea.
And then you get an actual likable schmuck to be the captain.
Yes. Oh, he's terrible. I challenge anyone to grab any random still from the Orville and tell me what emotion he's supposed to be portraying. I challenge you. That man cannot act to save his life.
He could be the asshole who says the snarky, awful thing.
Yes.
I'm going to drink on this ship. That guy's fat.
Yes. That he would be great at that.
This is not our sympathetic protagonist, though.
Yeah.
But I'm going to give it a few episodes before I have a full verdict on it.
Here's what I will say. I did like a lot of the Star Trek-y stuff. I thought I think the ship looks cool from the outside. I like it.
From the inside, it's horrible.
Oh, the inside looks horrible. The outside,
Yeah.
I think looks really cool. I like the ship.
The inside looks like they filmed it in a furniture store.
I know. There's that shot of him walking up the stairs, and you can like see where they tacked the carpet down. It's embarrassing. It's absolutely embarrassing. The outside though, I thought that looks really.
Some
neat.
people say it's the lighting. It's not the lighting. It's the fucking walls and the boxiness of it.
Oh my god, yeah, ugly, fugly, if we can.
Like Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Yeah.
They knew they were going to have a lot of shots on the bridge, and they knew they were going to have a lot of shots specifically, like, from where the viewer would be looking in at Picard and that back wall.
Yep.
So behind Picard, we have that nice, beautiful wooden curved archway, and the raised step to the next level with all of the control panels, and then the people who are working. And then on the Orville, the background is that flat pink wall.
Yeah.
The interiors of the ship are atrocious.
Agreed. But here's what I will say. The one joke that actually got me to laugh in the Orville was when he is running like an idiot because he just discovered that his ex-wife is going to be his first officer and accidentally runs through a horrible slime monster that turns out to be a person.
Norm Macdonald.
And he has just this very normal, mundane conversation with a little slime monster.
Yeah.
And that's really funny. I thought that was really funny.
That was a good moment. I'm not saying everything in the pilot was awful.
Here's the other thing. I think the way in which the main conflict was resolved was very clever. Something that was set up earlier is there are magic giant redwood seeds that can grow anywhere, and there's a little time manipulation machine. And so they figure out a way to send the seed of the redwood and the time manipulation machine over to the enemy ship and destroy it with a giant tree.
Yeah.
That was pretty neat. And I liked that about it. I said, hey, that's fun. That's a fun way to resolve the conflict. A lot of the show was really boring and garbage, though. So let's hope it does better.
The villains were straight ripped off from Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Are they going to be reoccurring? Because they're so generic. Why would you bother?
Right?
In a comedy, couldn't you have come up with some kind of whimsical, funny alien that are still kind of a threat, but at least they're amusing or interesting? And not just a paint-by-numbers where the warlord bad guys? They look like they belong in XCOM 2 War of the Chosen.
Spurn. Sick. That's a sick burn. That's a sick burn, man. No, you know what? They're serviceable for the plot. Again, and this is where you started, which is the pilot is not always the best example of the show, which is they just needed a bad guy. We're gonna worry about getting clever bad guys later. Like this is just a scary looking alien. This is generic scary looking alien number 4.
Make them cute bunny-like creatures, but they're warlike and have guns.
But this is just
put a fucking joke in there.
Right. But this is just the setup. I'm sure we will get that at one point. Oh, but no, all the jokes sucked so bad.
Wait, does Rich dislike War of the Chosen? I dislike a lot of the lore they introduced. Anytime somebody's talking in that game, it's horrible. And somebody was saying, like, we're talking about the pink wall that's just the background. That's the joke. Then it's a poorly executed joke. Like, yeah, it's not the heavy cruiser, but then, you know what? You make the ship kind of run down, maybe, and not just bland, flat wall.
That was not the joke. And no.
That's how it's being defended. Here's the thing.
No.
People are going to defend this.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they can't turn it around.
Yeah.
They can. It's a pilot episode. Pilots are frequently bad.
Yep.
Yes. Maybe there'll be some jokes and a better story in the next episode. I'm going to give it a chance.
Yeah, me too. Me as well.
But let's presume, just sake of argument, this show will be completely horrible. It's going to have people defending it because they're bitter about Star Trek Discovery looking like it's going to be a morose, joyless melodrama.
Yeah. Yeah.
And just for that reason, the Orville is going to have supporters for years to come. You know what? At the end of the day, even if it's bad, the Orville did what it had to do. It is not Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah.
That's what it had to do.
Yeah. You know, I think there is a lot of ways you could turn around, and you know, they have a lot of leeway after the pilot because like their ship got busted up, so like, oh, we made repairs to the ship, right? Mm-hmm. There's a lot of ways in canon that they can fix some of the problems. I fear that they're not going to fix what is their biggest problem, which is Seth MacFarlane as their lead character.
Yeah.
That man cannot act. He's a great voice actor. I think some of his jokes are defensible as jokes as far as a writer is concerned. Fuck,
I think he could probably work on that show just playing the asshole who makes comments and not the lead character who you sympathize with.
Him as my avatar, I'm done. I'm out.
Right. He's got the glib thing to say about everything that's going on and he's on the bridge.
Yeah.
He could work like that. All right, I'm reading the chat, going back to XCOM here. Are we the only people in the world who realize that lore isn't the same thing as gameplay? Rich hates XCOM 2 now. Rich hates XCOM 2. Look, the gameplay's fine. There's some things that are growing on me. I'm not sure if I like them yet, but I don't hate it.
Uh-huh.
Just because I can't stand the way they have written some of these new characters doesn't mean I hate the game. Have you been so ruined by cinematic gaming that you can't see a fucking difference between story and gameplay anymore? I'm the last sane man in the face of the earth. Why?
Yeah, Rich, I don't know. Some people, they can't compartmentalize.
What kind of bad lore stuff did they add? Anytime an alien character talks, I can't stand it. They're written so horribly stupid and generic. And
just from the little bit I saw already. Who dog. I literally only saw what you streamed, and
honor, glory, honor. No. Oh, for the glory of the elder, honor, glory, glory. Fight to death, fight.
You and I were enemies once. We will not be enemies now once more. Yeah. There will be no more bloodshed for us this day, as long as our bloodshed is them and not us.
I kind of find the cheesy schlock amusing. I preferred the mystery and the use your own imagination from the earlier versions of the game. Enemy Unknown was much creepier and satisfying than Enemy Lame, Enemy Cut and Paste. Yeah, War of the Chosen is doing a lot to ruin the lore of XCOM for me.
Oh.
I can put them on mute, Jack.
That's true. You can always mute the cast of the Next Generation. Fuck you. Come here.
Unit 6... did I read this one? I don't think I did. Unit 603 Idiot says, hey, Rich and Jake.
Hi.
I'm moving around a lot these days, so I only have a laptop to play games. Desktop and consoles are in storage for now. What games would you suggest only on a laptop? Fuck my life.
Plenty of good games.
What can your laptop handle?
Plenty of good games. I mean, like let's assume it's like a mid-tier laptop. Like, there's a ton of indies that I'm sure you can play.
Dead Cells.
Your Dead Cells, your Spelunkies, your Isaacs. XCOM Enemy Within runs on a fucking iPad. I'm gonna guess that it can run on your laptop. FTL, of course. Yeah, you might have to think smaller, but plenty of games. Fucking plenty of games, man. I don't know what that thing is. Like, I feel like I should have to do something with this, but it's got a yellow thing in it.
Basically, the XCOM 2 aliens were much better when they just talked like, and you didn't need to know what they were saying. They were weird and creepy. And now they sound like they belong in an Ed Wood film.
Neil Breen. Oh. No, not yet. Oh, whoopsie. I pressed A.
Thoughts on Jamie Lee Curtis returning to the Halloween franchise? Not particularly. I understand continuity-wise, it's something of a headache.
Yes, Jay was talking about that the other day. Because, like, I think there's been 3 separate movies in which her character has died now. So, also, I can only imagine they don't give a fuck about continuity. What's the deal with the boxes with the purple gems? Those are boxes that can be opened with your morph ball bomb.
Did we really need to ignore Halloween H2O? It's been a long time since I've seen it. I remember liking H2O.
I suppose I have no strong thoughts on Halloween H2O.
Seems like you guys are fans of roguelikes in general. Did you guys ever play the original Rogue or its successor, Hack and NetHack? I have not. Jack, have you?
I played a bit of Rogue. I've tried to play a bit of Rogue. That's just a little too... Oh, it's one of you guys again. And yeah, I'd have to say that's even a little too... Rogue doesn't have any graphics. It doesn't... and it takes a lot of patience, and so I don't know if it's necessarily up my alley.
All right. Earlier, you guys said you didn't like power-up gates or item gates. Could you go into detail about that? All right. For one, we're not a hive mind. I am the one who said that. Jack, I think you quite like that style of game.
I do. This style of game, yes.
Yes. It kind of makes exploration annoying for me. It's like I was playing that Mario Rabbids does that.
Well, they do it poorly. Like that's a different...
Okay. Let's talk about how it could poorly be done.
Okay. Well, but the basic example is in the Metroid series.
Yeah.
Metroid involves a lot of backtracking, and so you will go through an area, and there are certain places that you can't go because you need a missile to open a door.
Yeah.
So then later you go over to this area and you find the missiles, and then you have to go back to this area and use the missiles, and then there are some areas that you have to go back to just for bonus things that use the missiles, and then, so a lot of backtracking.
Well, sometimes the door that you can finally get in through a missile leads to another door. Oh, now you need the bomb.
Yeah.
It's just it's annoying, and it's tedious, and I find it to be kind of filler. It's annoying for me to have to explore an area 2 or 3 times, because once you see the item blocked door, I might not remember specifically where I saw it. I could spend an hour running around trying to find. Did I see one over here? I don't like it.
Right. Right, and I think there are cases like the Metroid series that does it well and kind of that incorporates it with the theme of exploration, and it makes you want to dig further into the world. But Mario Rabbids,
I absolutely hated it in Metroid Prime.
well,
I hated it.
Some of the controls were a little rough at the time, but I still enjoyed it. Mario Rabbids does this thing where it closes off worlds because you need a little power-up item, and really the power-up item is just a key to get into the next world, and then Mario Rabbids wants you to go back through each of the levels that you've already beaten, that you have no other reason to go through, just to see if your key can open a gate now, and you can get weapon upgrades. And the way that Mario Rabbids does it is very linear and very ham-fisted. Basically, they just say, walk through this area again, and there's no real exploration involved with it, which is why I think they handle it poorly, but in something like Metroid, it's interwoven in the gameplay.
And then if a game does that too, I never know if, well, maybe it's not an item gate, maybe there's just like a puzzle I couldn't figure out. I don't know whether or not I should move on, or if I should waste a lot more time looking around for the real entrance to the area.
Sure. You know, that's fair. That is a fair point.
It makes exploration tedious for me. I want to explore an area once, and then I've explored the area.
Yeah. I'll hear you there. I'll hear you.
Doom does it? Does Doom have you going back to the first map after you've beat the first episode to unlock the one door with the missile launcher that you didn't have? No. And when you're talking about, like, chat's bringing up, like, the Zelda dungeon, that's like a self-contained thing, and you know you're going to find the item you need in that dungeon. I'm not going to have to leave, like, the dungeon, maybe wander around for another 30 hours of game before I find the thing I need and then come back.
Suit upgrade. Look at that. Badass. Right. Zelda dungeon, like, oh, I can go to the room to the left, then I go back to the room to the right to continue the thing that the room to the left just did. Right. The Varia suit reduces damage taken from enemy attacks. It also prevents damage from extreme heat. So now, in every level, there have been rooms that I haven't been able to go into because they've been, heat rooms. Now I can go back to those rooms, and I enjoy that in this game because I want to go back and do all the damage. But, a good thing that this game did is it also gave me a damage resistance, which means it'll be a lot easier to get through enemies. I can now cut through them like a little more like butter, and that'll make it a little more enjoyable. It's almost like progress, like a way to track progress, like how easily I can defeat enemies now. Ooh, and see, like here, I don't know what opens these doors. Not a missile. Not this. Not this. Something opens these doors. I don't know what. So I'll have to come back here at some point if I want to get, whatever mystery is hiding over here. There's a green thing.
Chat saying spin jump. Spin attack. Screw attack.
Oh, yeah. So not this screw attack, but you get a different screw attack later.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait. But I don't have a screw attack.
Did you miss it?
Oh, no, I don't need it yet. I thought I needed it. Oh, no, fire still hurts me. Okay, fire still hurts me. Extreme heat doesn't hurt me, but fire still hurts me.
Would you ever attend a WrestleMania? Jack, would you ever attend a WrestleMania? When I was 12? Fuck yes. When I was 12. Now, I don't even know who wrestles these days.
Right. If someone invited me, maybe, maybe. How about that?
Yeah.
I dismiss that a little too much. Yeah, someone invites me. They say, "Hey, let's go have a good time. I'll buy you some beers." Okay, I'll go.
Maybe for the spectacle of it.
Yeah,
maybe.
You go to one. Hey, this wrestler I really like is there. He's pretty cool. Like, all right. I don't think I'd be terribly into it, but you know what? I might have a good time.
1989 WrestleMania. Hogan versus the Warrior. Oh, I would have went home so sad. I hated the outcome of that. I couldn't stand the Warrior. I was 100% rooting for Hogan. It was a sad night watching that on pay-per-view. Rich, why? Because the Ultimate Warrior's lame.
Rich doesn't.
He opens his mouth, the nonsense just fucking comes out, flies around.
Rich doesn't like the Ultimate Warrior.
His gimmick is stupid. Like, where the fuck is he from? Space?
He's from the cosmic beyond, man.
I wasn't gonna buy that when I was 8.
He's just crazy, man. He's
a lot of horse shit.
He's a crazy person. It's great.
And that was when I was too young to realize he was bad in the ring. I still hated him. Like, what kind of warrior are you? You do know Mad Max didn't happen, right?
He's the Ultimate Warrior.
Your shtick literally makes no sense.
What kind of warrior is he? Only the ultimate one, Rich. Get through skull, man.
Did you pretend wrestling is real? I was 8. I believed it.
A lot of kids did, man. A lot of kids.
Hulk Hogan? He's just an all-American guy from California, a little bit over the top. The Warrior? Like, what the fuck are you? I mean, really? Can you explain it to me? What are you, without talking about hypersonic dimensions?
He's just a crazy, He's just great.
What are you?
He's great. He's great, is what he is.
Where are you supposed to have come from? Big Boss Man, he was a prison guard. I get it. What are you? Isn't Hulk Hogan like an asshole now? Yes, but you gotta understand, when I talk about Hulk Hogan, I'm essentially talking about the fictional character from the 1980s.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan, like the guy now, is a total dickhead.
Hulk Hogan, the character, though.
Yeah,
I loved him.
He's the good guy.
He's the good, the ultimate good guy.
Yeah. Yeah, like wrestling is now in that like their renaissance period where everyone knows that it's fake, but they're just appreciating the art of the fakery. Like that's where wrestling is now.
Yeah.
I'm sure there are kids who don't know that it's fake, but as far as their very large adult fan base, there are a lot of grown-ups who really dig.
What's the best Arnold movie? What is the best Arnold movie?
Oh man, there's too many there's just too many good fucking Arnold movies.
I'm quite fond of Total Recall.
Sure, Predator. Predator's up there for me.
I'll take Total Recall over Predator.
Ooh, I might disagree with you.
That's fine. You're allowed to.
Conan, of course, classic. Kindergarten Cop, so weird.
Terminator 1 versus Total Recall.
Oh my God, True Lies. Fuck you guys, you're right. Twins. Him and Danny DeVito in a buddy cop, or not in a buddy comedy.
I think I'm giving it Total Recall. True Lies, Rich?
True Lies is fine.
I might need to rewatch it.
You should. You should give that a rewatch. It's pretty good.
I remember seeing it at the time in the theater and not liking the winky, naughty aspect of it.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I might feel differently watching it now. I might feel differently.
I think you might.
But for me at the time, watching True Lies was a bit too much of a comedy for me at the time.
All right.
I think I owe True Lies a rewatch.
Yeah, I agree with you.
My answer right now is Total Recall.
Yeah, and I might have to go with Predator. I might just have to go with Predator. Because I fucking love Predator.
Conan's in the running. Terminator's in the running.
Yeah. Yep, all fine movies. Shit. All fine. I mean, there's very little that I can even think of now that where I'd be like, that's a movie I don't enjoy at all.
The Running Man is great.
Yep.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Great, maybe.
But Arnold's been in some good movies. And I don't think I would not put The Running Man above Total Recall or Terminator or Conan.
Yeah.
The Running Man is not great. It's fun. Yes. No, I like The Running Man. Mm-hmm. It is fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying there's some other Arnold movies I would put above it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I would probably put Predator above The Running Man. Richard Dawson in Running Man is great. I will agree with you on that 100%.
I'm a little bit lost.
Commando? I know there's a lot of love for Commando out there.
Even his bad movies are good movies, you know?
Yeah, when I was 10, Commando would have been my answer. As an adult, talking about just ranking the Arnold movies, it doesn't make the cut.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Gotta wait for some, like, super missiles or something.
Does Arnold have charisma?
Yes.
Yes. That's kind of all he has.
That's he has built a career. Like, there is no way he should have been in any movie past Conan. Maybe Terminator. Like, you can, like, Terminator where he doesn't say anything, right?
No, Terminator was fine because he didn't say anything. He was the robot.
Right. Well, no, he's still like, you know,
be monotone.
Give me your pants.
Yeah, monotone and robotic.
Exactly.
He can nail that.
There is no godly reason he should have had a career after any of that. But you know what? You can watch Kindergarten Cop, and he plays an undercover cop who tries to be a kindergarten, or who pretends to be a kindergarten teacher, and fuck, you believe it. That man has charisma coming out of his ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Any part. It didn't matter that he was a giant, ripped German dude.
Which actor has charisma today? Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt has it coming out of his butthole.
Oh, he can't contain it.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, like, he tries. He tries to hold it in. But he's just adorable in everything he fucking does. There's no coming out. Like Leonardo DiCaprio.
No charisma.
What?
What?
Get the fuck
Does
out of
he?
here.
Does he?
Oozes it. Everything that guy has been in.
Does he?
He is great. Ooh. Oh.
This is not saying he can't act. This is saying, does he have charisma?
What are we defining charisma as? Like, charisma is this innate likability.
I don't know that he has that, Leo.
I don't know.
He doesn't have an innate likability, no.
Catch me if you can. Like,
No.
every role he has, he finds that little human element to it. He's got it. Ryan Reynolds?
Yes.
Fuck yeah. Fuck.
I would argue Leo is innately unlikable, and he's constantly working against it. That would be my Leo argument. He has anti-charisma that he constantly has to work to compensate for.
I don't know. I think he's really... Oh, you know what? We can disagree on Leo. Mr. Tom Hanks. Charisma.
Yeah.
Innate likability. There we go. We can agree on that one. I'm why the fuck am I supposed to be going here?
Yes, The Rock has charisma.
Oh, right up the butt. Right up and out the butt. The Rock has charisma. Okay, here's where I got the superpower.
I can't even hate Tom Hanks when he's evil. Yes, that's charisma. All right. Urban Crisis says, I agree with you, Rich, about War of the Chosen. The Chosen should be mysterious. Why do they squabble like children? I died laughing when you called the team-up scene on stream. Also, I nicknamed Mox Worf on my game. Mox is one of my casualties. It didn't last that long.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Like 3 or 4 months after that in game, I finally gotten another skirmisher class. But it took a while. Did he have an honorable death? No, he didn't really go out in a blaze of glory. He went out in a mission that was just a comedy of errors.
That's too bad. Did you at least tell his family that he died honorable?
Well, we lied to them, yeah.
Yeah. You have to.
I had a mission go really fucking bad. I ended up making the best of it, but oh, it was not pretty. I had, I think, literally 6 faceless rushing me.
Okay.
And this is early game, so I didn't have the firepower to take them down quick enough. And I had 3 soldiers bleeding out. And we evacuated.
Well, yeah.
I was happy to save 4 people. But I evac with 2 soldiers who were still on their feet, and they were both carrying an unconscious buddy with them. It ended extremely poorly.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
But it should have been a squad wipe, so I'm proud of myself for just making it out with 4 people.
Oh.
Harrison Ford, charisma for days. On camera, yes, which means he works at it. Because you ever see him with an interview of Harrison Ford?
He's a
he has
miserable-
no charisma when he's doing an interview.
He's a miserable fuck. Oh, you know who's got it? You know who's got it and just can't keep it in? John Hamm.
Yeah.
John Hamm, that man. That man is likable as fuck.
Rich, your favorite horror film? Evil Dead 2, which should tell you something about how I feel about horror.
Oh.
Can only men have charisma? No.
Oh, well, we were talking about actors, and so I guess that's why we went there.
Sarah Silverman? It's the first thing that comes to my mind.
I wouldn't say she necessarily has charisma.
She's likable.
She's likable. You know who has it and is just fresh on my mind because I just got done watching, Defenders recently, is Rosario Dawson.
Yeah.
I think she is inherently likable in anything she is in.
Ellie Kemper.
God bless that lady. Absolutely. Ellie Kemper.
I think when a woman has charisma, we just call it charming.
But I suppose you could say the same for men.
She's adorable. Ellie Kemper, she's adorable.
Look at this thing.
Look, Chet, you ask me questions, and these are just the names that come to the top of my head without having thought about it for very long. I'm sorry. We're kind of put on the spot occasionally here.
Occasionally?
Yeah.
All the fucking time. Rosario Dawson dancing in Clerks 2. Exactly. Like, you could just... She has this little scene in Clerks 2 where she's trying to teach Dante how to dance. Mm-hmm. And it is... Oh, I'm running out of batteries. You just want to... Rosario Dawson is just the kind of lady... She's just the kind of lady you want to be next to.
Yeah.
This is going to get interesting.
Yes, Chad, we talked about Bobby Heenan earlier. It's sad, but not unexpected.
How old was he?
It's more just he's been fighting cancer for like over a decade.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then there you go. Well, then there you go. Rich.
What?
You gotta switch spots with me.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I need the power.
All right.
I need the
All
USB
right.
power. So you have to switch spots with me.
I'm about done.
Okay. Well, we can be about done. We can absolutely be about done. But if we want to play even a little bit longer...
Oh, I understand.
We're going to need some juice. There we go. Hey, all right. There we go. Yeah, let me just see if I can defeat this boss. This spider boss here.
All right.
And then...
Any plans to go see the new Kingsman sequel? Says Anonymous.
You know, I never saw the first one.
What did you think of the original?
There we go.
Also, Rosario Dawson was my favorite part of Men in Black 2, Clerks 2, and Pluto Nash. She makes everything watchable.
Right? Shit. I'm getting my ass handed to me by this bug. What? Damn it. I remember hearing really good thing about that Kingsman movie. The first one.
Mm-hmm.
And the second one looks even more ridiculous, so maybe I'll try to go back and watch that first one. Because I always wanted to see it, just never got around to it.
Kill off one actor in the MCU. Who is it?
I assume you mean character.
Yeah. That'd be my assumption, too.
Because killing off the actor would be, I mean, that's morbid.
Just play it safe. Just go like Hawkeye.
I'm going to make a caveat for that person and say we got to kill off a main character.
Here's the main character in Avengers.
Shut up. No, he wasn't.
Like, I wouldn't want to kill off Captain America. I wouldn't want to kill off Tony Stark.
Uh-huh.
Then you're left with Ant-Man. Like, that's such a letdown of a... That's just such an anticlimactic death, though.
Right? Because who cares about Ant-Man?
Doctor Strange has far too much utility.
I'd kill off Captain.
Peter Parker, just way too depressing. He's a
he's
kid, and he's Spider-Man.
He just got introduced.
He just got there.
I'd kill off Captain.
Thor.
I just don't care about Thor, so it wouldn't mean anything.
You don't care about him that much,
yeah.
And he's a prominent character, which, even though you don't care about him that much, gives it more weight. So the answer is Thor. Kill Hawkeye. That was my first thing I said. Jack vetoed it for some reason. He came up with this arbitrary rule that it had to be a main character.
Yep. That's my rule.
Fury? Not a main character. It's a dumb caveat.
And they already did that.
That's the only reason it wouldn't be Fury.
It's because they already did that?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'd kill off Captain. I'd kill off Captain because that would... Captain is the moral grounding, right? He's the heart of the team. And so that would... you kill off Captain and you create the hero void. And then everyone else, tries to take his place. That'd be an interesting
Then you lose
story.
a fun part of the MCU. He can never show up again. He's now dead. That's now gone.
Yeah.
That is a piece that is now missing.
And then you have people trying to live up to...
The universe is weaker for it, which is why you don't want to do it.
And then you have people trying to fill his shoes.
You kill Winter Soldier, not Captain America. When you kill Winter Soldier, you can get some drama out of Captain America, who is a character we like.
Yeah.
So, Winter Soldier. Kill Tony? Tony's the linchpin that holds this whole universe together.
That's the problem. We have a lot of problems here, which is like...
Tony Stark and Stark Industries, it's the glue. No, it is. It's the glue of this Marvel universe.
Robert Downey Jr. specifically.
Not even just his performance, just as a character.
Mm-hmm.
You see problems, I see drama and solutions to a boring franchise. Yes, a boring multi-billion-dollar franchise that doesn't seem to be having problems despite the fact that you think it's boring. Even though you think it's boring, killing somebody is altering a prominent piece to a machine that is currently functioning correctly.
Right?
We're not talking about a mess like the DCCU where they need to do whatever the fuck they can.
Kill someone, bring someone back to life.
Kill someone, bring them back to life. Kill them.
What do we need to do?
Kill the entire Justice League and we'll replace them with midgets.
Fuck it, reshoot the whole movie. Reshoot the whole movie. I gotta make the actor the writer now.
The tiny Justice League.
The writer's the director.
We can restore their powers to other people, but only at 25% of the normal power. Little League.
Oh, that's great.
Hunchback check for the win. Little League.
Damn it. How do you fix the DC universe at this point? You hope to hell that Joss got to get in there and spit polish it.
You guys excited for Stranger Things Season 2? I'm definitely going to watch it. I don't know much about what they're going to do with it, but then again, I didn't know anything about it when I heard about Stranger Things in the first place, so...
Right.
The problem with structuring Stranger Things like a film...
Yeah.
You know, the first season's just like a movie. Sequels are very rarely as good as the original film.
Well, because now everyone has expectations.
Right.
Now we all know the deal with Stranger Things. Before it was, have you seen this thing that no one has seen before?
Right.
So yeah. But you know what? The first season was really fucking good, so he's hoping. Fuck.
Either use charge shot or die.
I'm using missiles. You told me to use missiles.
Against this one?
Yeah. Missiles seem to be doing damage.
I
don't know either.
Can you scan it and find out if it's like weak to something or something like that?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I also don't know. There's a thing that I keep missing on it. The parry attack for this thing is really fucking hard to time. Ah, see right there, and it only does it once. Yep.
You should be up on that other ledge when he does that.
Well, I know, but I was too far away. I should have rolled. I know. I get it, Rich.
I'm sorry.
I get it. Right. Thank you, Chad. How about dodging his telegraphed attacks? You're right. You're absolutely right. What was I thinking? I thought I should go right into them. Little dickheads. Fuck. Yep, that's gonna cost me. Fuck. This run isn't gonna happen. That's a tough one. That's a tough one.
Finally, it takes a boss fight for the cameras to back off from Samus so you can see a little bit of the world around you. Sad that it's for a boss fight in a room where there is nothing to... Scrolled up, I can't read the rest. Where there is nothing to interact with, really. The camera is too close to Samus in this game. Says Peeps13. Do you agree or disagree with the sentiment, Jack?
Sometimes I'd like a little more like looking around corners and whatnot, but I guess I haven't really noticed, so it hasn't been a big issue for me so far.
And I think there are 2 difficulty levels beyond this. One locked behind Amiibo. That's a weird thing to put locked behind an Amiibo.
That is a weird thing to lock behind me, though. Yep. Damn it. Fuck, I'm out of missiles. Damn it. Ran out of missiles. I ran out of missiles.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm sorry.
Ran out of missiles, man.
There's nothing I can do.
Are you sure?
There's nothing
Maybe I gotta look at the Game Boy again. That seemed to help me last time I was having trouble.
Jack, is this the boss battle you were looking for earlier?
Oh, you know, this is something a little... I mean, it's basically the same... Like, boss battles usually have a little bit of a different, like, gimmick to them. And this is the same gimmick, but it's a bit of a different... Like, it's more challenging, so that's nice.
All pretty bland scenery to be staring at it for 5 hours.
Fuck. Oh my god, I'm sucking so bad.
Wasting all of those missiles.
There we go. Yeah, I noticed, Rich.
Would the movie Samus have better aim?
God, I hope so. There we go.
Shoot lightning balls when you run out of missiles.
Shoot lightning balls? I don't have lightning balls. What are you talking about? There we go.
Oh my god, you did it.
I did it. Yeah.
That was great.
That was great. Whew. I did it. Lightning balls? What the heck are you talking about? Ooh. I was really hoping there was a save station over here. Nope. Ah.
Ah! Oh! Well, that sucks.
You fuck. Game, you fuck.
Can you shoot those with a freeze beam?
What?
Those blocks that disintegrate when you step on them?
No. Or at least not to my knowledge.
Tired and Sad says, saw another promo for Star Trek Discovery. It looks like it was lit with a desk lamp. A good cast, but it doesn't look interesting. It looks like it's gonna be some just miserable melodrama. War, you're special, do the thing, whoa! It doesn't look like it's gonna be fun sci-fi adventures. We'll see, I could be completely wrong. Could've just been a shitty trailer.
Possible, right?
And some shitty art direction, but we'll see. How's Orville? We talked about it. The pilot was bad.
Overall, yes. Very bad.
Doesn't mean it can't get better, but the pilot was bad.
Very, very bad. Some redeeming qualities. Some minor redeeming qualities. I do not have high expectations, as Seth MacFarlane is the problem. Seth MacFarlane is the problem, and he's also the star and executive producer of the show, so that's just not going away anytime soon.
Tired and Sad says, I still feel Batman doesn't belong in a shared cinematic universe that also includes Superman and Wonder Woman. Joss Whedon Joss Whedon once said Batman is a Marvel character in a world of mythical gods.
But
what do you mean, but? I kind of agree with the sentiment.
But
I disagree that he's a Marvel character.
No, he's not a Marvel character.
I mean, like thematically or stylistically, or he would fit in better with Marvel. I don't necessarily think that, but
no,
I don't think he does fit that great in with the rest of the DC heroes.
He can. I think he can. But like,
do you know why fans?
You're saying like Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman, a team up who has been a team up for 40 years, 50 years.
Okay.
Like they just shouldn't be a team up.
All right. Do you know why fans insist that Batman could be Galactus and the Phoenix and everyone? Do you know why?
I do know why.
Oh, because of the Justice League and because he's in the DC universe. And if Batman can't hold his own with the superpowered gods, then that means he is a useless joke.
It's true.
And this Batman can beat anybody mentality is the end result of that. And now why should you give a fuck when Batman has to fight Two-Face, who is a scarred man with a gun, but otherwise just a mortal human being, when Batman routinely fights gods? Why should you give a shit about anything that happens to Batman in his own book?
I agree with that sentiment. My counter argument is that he has worked well in this team up situation before.
Mm-hmm.
There you know, I'm thinking specifically of the old Justice League cartoon that was part of the animated universe when Batman the Animated Series was around, right? It was him, it was the Adventures of Superman, then they had the Justice League cartoon. That first Justice League episode, Batman wasn't like fisticuff fighting aliens. He was doing the research and connecting all the dots and telling where the superpowered people should go. I think they're going to fuck it up in Justice League movie, of course.
Does he need to be wearing a bat costume to do that?
Yes, he does. You know why, Rich? It makes him feel more comfortable, and that's how he gets his work done better, you know. Sometimes when I edit, I'm in my sweatpants. I don't need to be in my sweatpants, but I'm in my sweatpants because that makes me feel better. Batman's he's not a general, Batman is the spy. If you're gonna do a war analogy, Batman is your reconnaissance and your spy. He's the one that infiltrates, that gathers intel. He's the one that gives all the information to the general.
Okay. Now that said,
Yeah.
talking specifically about the Justice League movie and Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
Now, I'm okay with it here because we've already had like 6 Batman movies where he fights guys with guns, and all right, yeah, throwing him in the Justice League, it's a bit of a shakeup. It changes it.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and we'll see, we'll see.
Rich, you need to relax. You assume I'm horribly upset about something.
You settle, first of all, Rich, settle down already. You're getting crazy. All right. Great. Let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
Let's do the old wrap up situation. Let's do that. I need this. Ugh. Here we go. All right, this is the point of the stream in which we thank all the people who subscribe to us during this stream. Much like the Traveler Speaks, who has subscribed to us for, we usually only say it if they subscribe to us for 12 months in a row. But I started saying it, not realizing, so they've subscribed to us for 4 months. And the Traveler Speaks says, now Jack can finally afford that laksa. But he has to split it with Rich. Thank you, the Traveler Speaks. I haven't had a laksa yet.
What's a laksa?
It's like some foreign food, and there's a laksa place in Milwaukee, and I haven't gotten around to eating there yet.
Okay. Let me actually, here, I got a couple more tips.
Oh, shit. Well, shit, man.
Ferritin 2772 says, what would you guys' idea for a great Batman movie or series of movies be? Hard mode, it can't only be Batman investigating the mob. You must include rogue gallery villains. Don't send that tip at the end of the stream. Gapely says, hi, fellas. Here's some money.
Okay, wait.
Kwanzaa dudes.
Real quick, do Two-Face, but he's a mobster. Done. Fucking done. Do Black Mask. He's a mobster. You can do his rogues gallery, but you just have to make his rogues gallery real fucking people as well. That's it. Go. Sorry.
Okay. All right. Fresno Bob for 12 months in a row says 100 years jackandrichadventures.com.
Okay. What? Can I have your laptop?
Yeah.
I'm going to go to 100yearsjackandrichadventures.com.
Hometown Markup for 37 motherfucking months in a row. Herogen 6 for 13 months in a row. Ebriosa says, I still think the title, previously live recorded, is funny. Thank you. Thank you very much. It is funny.
100yearsjackandrichadventures.com does not exist. I'm sorry.
I think it's a Rick and Morty reference.
Oh. Okay.
I'll just say it. Justin Horman for 40 motherfucking months in a row. That can't be right, can it? It's insane.
That's insane, man.
Justin Horman says, have a great week, everyone.
Thank you, Justin.
You too.
Stewpocalypse for 12 months in a row. And Stewpocalypse says 1 full year of humor and joy. Keep it up, you glorious bastards.
Thank you. Cosper for 0 months in a row. Can't be right.
Leo Kira 997.
Mo. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say.
Mo Mike 1234.
You know what I forgot, Rich?
What? The town?
I
The fabled town in Germany?
I spent some actual like investigating research work figuring out the town that I stayed in for a month when I went to Germany in high school.
Yeah.
And I found it.
Oh my God.
And as I was closing out of tabs, the Google Maps tab, that's it.
What is it? What is it?
Rosenheim.
Rosenheim.
It's on the southeast end of Germany, and it's a town called Rosenheim, and that's where I spent a month in Germany.
All right.
And I found it, and it was a great time.
Congratulations.
A great time in Rosenheim.
Stupocalypse for 12 months in a row. Says 1 full year of humor and joy. Keep it up, you glorious bastards. Thank you. Time?
We already said that, and we already said
Casper. I did Casper.
And we already did Leo Kira.
I got so distracted with the excitement of this city in Germany you went to years and years ago. Oh my God. Oh boy. I'm just so excited. I completely lost track of where I was, what I was doing, what I was saying.
This is the conclusion to a month-long story arc in the previously recorded live season.
I know, it's so exciting.
Season 4. So.
It's so exciting. Oh, I'm being an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm a jerk. Jack.
No, I get it. And it's not exciting, and no one brought it up, and I should have brought it up earlier. Like, I have a terrible memory, and I just, like, I see a shiny object. Oh, yeah, I can talk about it now. But I thought people would want to know before I forgot again, because I knew
we need to have a field trip to the city.
To Rosenheim?
Yeah,
I'd love to go back to Rosenheim. We're at Mo Mike. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Epidox for... I thought it was longer than that for Epidox. Maybe I'm wrong. 2 months in a row, I said it. Because I started saying it, much like you did earlier.
Yeah.
Epidox says, just 2 months. I promise it'll be 3 next month.
Great. Purple Space Bazooka for 32 fucking months in a row. And Purple Space Bazooka says, hey guys, thanks for all you do, especially your recent playthrough of Mario Rabbids and the new XCOM. You guys sold me on both. Excellent work all around. Thanks and take care.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Boom. Yeah. That Mario Rabbids. Pretty humorous.
Wonderful.
Pretty humorous.
Wonderful. Wow, it's a great game. It's a great game. James Farr.
Captain James May for 13 months in a row.
An unqualified bard. Says, hey, derogatory term of endearment. I just wanted to say good job on recent video. I especially liked reference. By the way, do you guys like thing I like? LOL. Verb, my noun. Good job.
Perfect. That was great. Unqualified bar. That was great. Dent Masterson.
Hugh Jazzes. That's not a bad one. Hugh Jazzes says, a 3DS stream. Yay! Just completed Majora's Mask on 3DS. Mm-hmm. Great world, the best Zelda dungeons and side quests ever, and significantly improved textures, models, and controls. Would love to see you play and hear your thoughts eventually. Love, green screen. Or heart emoji.
Heart emoji. That once I'm going to build a whole new overlay.
Yeah.
To accommodate our new green screen setup, and you know what?
It's going to take up 3/4 of the screen.
It's going to take up slightly more of the screen, but believe me, it'll be worth it.
I'm kidding.
It's going to be a full wraparound golden banner with a constant meme gifs playing. We won't be able to stop the meme gifs. Literally, once we start them, they will not stop. But you know what? Majora's Mask, I remember playing that when I was younger, like right after, obviously a little bit after Ocarina, because I loved Ocarina. And I hated it when I was younger. But that is always on the top of people's lists of like the best Zelda game.
Yeah.
The most misunderstood. This is the good one.
Yeah.
One day, and I do have it for the 3DS. I bought it for the 3DS. So one day I will play that.
Okay.
I'm open. Huge asses. Heliosphere 1969 for 15 months in a row.
Dream Sign for 19 months in a row.
Bruiserink for 12 months in a row.
VX 135 for 15 months in a row says, I grew up with Metroid Prime. This is close enough to trigger some nice nostalgia. Thanks.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
This is I as far as the person who was mentioning about like wishing the camera was a little farther back, I can be with you there only because like you don't see enemies, but it doesn't bother me too much. It does bring back all those warm, fuzzy Super Metroid feelings, though. Yeah. So I'm going to be okay with it in general. Metroid Samus Returns. Covered in spiders. Who says, a bite from the Brazilian wandering spider can cause painful erections in men that can lead to impotence. Have a great day!
So there was a spider on my desk yesterday. And I usually don't mind spiders in the house because that means they're eating other things that you don't want in your house.
Yeah.
But I don't want a spider necessarily on my desk.
Right, that's your space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's walking along the edge of my desk, and I grab like a piece of paper, and I put the piece of paper up against the surface of the desk where he's walking. And the spider walks on the piece of paper. Yeah. And I get up. I'm going to go walk him out to the front door, just get rid of it. I don't want to crush it.
Yeah.
And he just gets on the escape zip line, just...
He goes, see ya, sucker.
Goes, nope, I'm a spider, bitch.
Perfect evolved form. I'm going to shoot some shit out of my ass, and I'm out of here. Yeah. Yeah.
I admired him.
You admired him?
You win this one, spider.
Well,
you win this one.
The analog kid 7.
Kazran!
Adobedo is the name.
Doobie Sandwich says, I survived a hurricane, and all I got is my thumb bitten by a neighbor's dog. I'm better, though, hopefully. I'll let you know if I have rabies next month. Until then, your streams will keep me company.
Yay.
You could probably have a doctor look at that, sooner rather than later.
Well,
just in case he is rabid.
If they're in the hurricane zone, it might be tough to see a doctor.
Maybe.
But, wouldn't be the worst thing to just, rabies? That's something that can kill a person, a human person, if you have rabies.
Yes.
That's a very dangerous.
Almost certainly will.
Just
unless you get that shot.
Just a heads up. Just a heads up. Dr. Talos. Wow.
The because it's with a K and it throws me off. The contamination.
Nice. My name is Tate. For 27 fucking months in a row. Says zombies ate my neighbors for October. You have to play spooky games in October. Rich?
I can play whatever the fuck I want.
Anything we play in October will just inherently be spooky. That's just how it works.
Mr. Elephants for 12 months in a row. Says 1 year. Congratulations.
Chernobyl Kinsman for 29 fucking months in a row.
Says,
thanks for all the entertainment over the years.
I am a robot 010101. Says, play Star Control 2 and Free Space 2.
I don't know what those things are.
They're games.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I see this in chat here. Gay Klingon PS4 says, are you looking forward...
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Wants to know if we're looking forward to the Netflix Star Trek TV show. Here's something that I just found out about when we hung out last.
Yep.
Here in the States, the new Star Trek show is only coming to CBS Direct, which is $5 a month.
Yep.
Everywhere else in the world, Netflix is getting in.
Yep.
So if I want to watch the new Star Trek show, I have to pay $5 extra a month. Guess who's not watching the new Star Trek show? I will if they have
Jack, it's kind of a work expense at this point.
It would be a work expense. I'm hoping for a free trial where I can just watch the first episode, but it is. I mean, it's all work expense. Everything's research, but we don't get it on Netflix here in the States.
Oh, and Thunder Guns.
I like that. Dr. Gunter Hunterhanker for 22 fucking months in a row says I finally get a Wednesday off and no stream. But Biscuit is so cute with his little face and his tail and his little nose. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I need you guys to know I make it a point to take pictures of my cat just for when we don't stream so I can post a picture of it on Twitter because I know you guys like that. And I'm not a person who takes pictures of cats. And so I'm putting in effort for you guys. I have a little file full of Biscuit pictures just for those occasions.
Jim Docks.
Baba Yaga Lala for 21 fucking months in a row says thanks for all the great strives.
Spexpore.
That's a penny.
Fleshy Patch for... Just got set up in here.
Uh-huh.
Fleshy Patch 36 motherfucking months in a row. Says, I've wanted to ask this for 3 years. Which one is Jack? I am.
I broke it. Nope.
What'd you break?
There we go. We're back.
Oh, the confetti?
Yeah, well, we got the confetti, but I went to a different thing.
Yeah, we gotta...
Thanks, Fleshy Patch. You still got confetti. You still got confetti. Everything's fine. Well, sorry. William Thomas Edlund says, hey guys, thanks for all the fun. I recently rewatched The Plinkett Phantom Menace and was wondering who would join Mike for a The Last Starfighter review. Someone should do it.
There are no immediate plans. I don't remember that movie well enough. It's been a while since I rewatched it.
Yeah.
Laggin' Wagon.
My turds are green for 33 fucking months in a row. My turds are green. It says, Rich, I agree slow zombies are creepier. Would The Undertaker be as intimidating if he ran out into the wrestling ring like the Ultimate Warrior?
No, he wouldn't. And I think that's the point.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's fair.
Dr. Smoke Trees for 12 months in a row says, 1 year, motherfuckers. Rich, watch Firefly. It does have an ending, the movie, Serenity.
Yep.
Jack, starvation mode is a myth. You won't stop losing weight because you're not eating enough. Cut your calories.
Starvation mode is a myth. In order for your body to go into starvation mode, you need to be, not eating for days.
Yeah.
I never said starvation mode, Dr. Smoke Trees. I just think I'm not eating enough calories. I've read enough articles from fitness experts who say that if you eat so few calories, you will lose weight eventually, but you will lose weight at a slower pace.
Supposedly, doesn't your body start using muscle mass instead of fat because it's higher protein or something weird?
There's a lot of conflicting information, and a lot of it has to do with water weight. If you're not getting enough calories, your body will actually hold on to more water.
Yeah.
And so, not only am I upping my calorie intake, and I'm not upping it a lot. I'm just upping it. I'm adding half a can of beans to one meal. That's my upping my calories a little bit, and pushing water, just making sure I drink a ton of water. So, but I appreciate the concern, Dr. Smoke Trees. And yes, Rich should watch Firefly.
Okay. Rich reads Stardust for 32 fucking months in a row.
Dark Matter for 26 fucking months in a row. Says, keep on rocking. Is that /M /?
What's this?
Oh.
That's the heavy metal. That's the devil horns.
Oh, I've never...
Keep on rocking.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
It's a slash, an M, and another slash.
Yeah, no, that's...
Okay, I get it.
It's the horns.
Listen, I don't understand emoji.
Poke Alex in the eye for 12 months in a row. Says, for this is what prereq is all about. It is the uncrossed desert and the unclimbed ridge. It is the star that is not reached and the harvest that is sleeping in the unplowed ground. Thank you.
Lakin for 26 fucking months in a row.
Krabby Uncle Lavy says, always introducing me to new cool games. Thanks to the hours of entertainment. You're welcome.
Lakin for 26 fucking months in a row. Says,
I missed that one.
You guys... What?
We didn't read the thing?
Oh, I must not have. Did I say Lakin? I might have,
I
and then I forgot to read the thing. You guys should do a bunch of PC couch co-op games on a stream sometime so I can figure out which ones are good. XD, keep up the good work. We just got... I have a couple couch co-op games that I think would be fun. And a couple that I just want to play. We just got someone who made a game that's a couch co-op game gifted it to us recently. So, and it looked interesting, but then Metroid came out.
Was it Lakin?
Huh?
Was it Lakin?
Maybe it's maybe. I mean, if you have any couch co-op games, I mean, particularly ones that are side-scrolling shooters, it'll just be nice. I mean, if you have them, I don't know if you have them.
Katoom 46.
Walrus to the brush.
Eblender. Is it Ibelander? I'm going to say...
Yes, Ibelander.
Ibelander. So I'm going to choose to say that.
Dostoyevsky.
Dostoyevsky.
Dostoyevsky chum.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dostoyevsky chum.
Dostoyevsky chum. Dostoyevsky chum.
We said it 8 times now.
It's an interesting name that makes my tongue do weird things, Rich.
Naruk Ben says, I did it. I remembered for 3 fucking months in a row. Here's my Amazon money, boys.
Yay, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you. Not that you're welcome. I did the other way around. It's fine. Thank you.
Also, you're welcome. Link in Junior says, yay, 4 months.
Okay. Yay, 4 months.
Yay, 4 months.
Lag Adder.
Rot Sala. I think it's Rot Sala.
It's like a schoolboy would have this name in like 1968. 007 rules.
Nice. Ozzy Baxter, who says, who are you people and how did you get into my kitchen?
I think you need to see a doctor, sir.
No.
Or ma'am. Ampkara Devine. Delavinge? It's Delavinge, I think.
I don't know nothing.
Ampkara Delavinge says, hi, Rich. Just saw It movie. It's pretty good. Okay.
It pretty good?
Yeah, I get it.
It pretty good.
I get it. It's pretty good. All right.
Lysandus, who says, why do chicken coops only have 2 doors? Because if they had 4, they would be chicken sedans. Do you get it?
I wish you hit the button.
We're so close to the end.
Should have hit the button.
We're so close to the end, Rich. We can do it. We can do it.
No fear, no envy for 31 fucking months in a row says, only through the elimination of violence can we achieve world peace.
Friends forever, we'll stick together, loyalty, honesty. Lindsay, yo, yo, yo.
Sad woman.
I like that. Jameis, oh wait.
Skuskus. 40 fucking motherfucking months in a row. Got 2 40s.
Fucking motherfucking. Skeleton Bill for 18 months in a row says, hi guys, love you.
And, oh wait, not Ann, there's one more after that. Walt Heisenbeard for, oh my god.
You only brought 1?
Well, Beard for 36 motherfucking months in a row. So since I reached 3 years today, do I get an honorary Emmy? No.
What? Emmy?
Emmy.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Is that some kind of Emmy joke?
And Mr. Alex Reynolds for 12 months in a row. Thank you for subscribing. We really appreciate it.
Why would 3 years get you an honorary Emmy? Doesn't make any fucking sense. Does that make sense to you?